Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie Government Channel.
Okay, welcome to Getting to Know You. My name is Joe Nash. Today we're going to be hearing about the Shaker Road Loudonville Fire Department and some of their events they have upcoming, mainly with the Albany Aqueducts. And we have two people from the fire department here, Barbara Jean Heinbach and Tim Gaffney. So welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Why don't we, before we start talking about what's going on there in the aqueducts, can you both just tell us a little bit about what you do at the fire department? I know you're the head of the Women's Auxiliary, is that?
Well, I'm a financial secretary for
Okay.
the auxiliary and the chaplain for them as well. I've been in the ladies auxiliary for probably about 24 years, and my husband was there years ago, so we kind of just went through it and raised our family through it. It's a great organization.
And Tim?
I'm currently a lieutenant with the fire department, and I've been with it now actually close to 2 years now. I do have 7 years in the fire service. I come from Schenectady County originally. I just moved in the area.
All right, now, is it a total volunteer company? I don't know. I should know that. But
we actually consider it a combination because we do have a paid staff during the daytime.
Oh, okay. So there are some people there, and then Well, a lot of the events, what we're going to be talking about is mainly you guys are aligned, I guess is the word, with the aqueducts, and these are what? Are these fundraisers kind of? Or?
Yes,
So
they are.
the main idea is. So how'd you get hooked up with working with these guys?
Actually, John Church contacted us and said, hey, would you guys like to do some aqueduct things? And I was very excited because having lived here for all my life, have never gone to the aqueducts. And my kids, 24 and 19, have never been on the dock. So I feel like...
I haven't either. So.
And it was just that they seemed so far away. So I was very excited about the opportunity, brought it back to our president, and we got some backing, some volunteers to help us, and they're called our duck team.
Okay, so, well, we're filming this today's August 13th, and you've already had two events with the aqueducts, and there's one this Sunday, and we're going to talk about the upcoming ones in September and October and into 2011. So why don't you tell us about, did you go on the other ones? Have you both been on the other ones? What were the other ones like? And I guess they were all sold out, you're telling me?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the 4th of July duck tour, which was called Fire Quackers. We tried to name all of our events after goofy duck things to get some attraction. But anyways, we sold out of 2 ducks for that event, 42 seats in each duck.
So they had 84 people, okay.
Yes, and what we did was we had a barbecue type thing at the firehouse first.
So the ducks left from
Shaker
the firehouse.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and sold tickets for it, sold out, and then we went down. We went through the whole trip. I had Captain Harry as my guy, who was absolutely fabulous. The staff there, I cannot say enough about them, but we had so much fun. He taught us so much about Albany, and living here I didn't even know. And then we got to go splash down into the water. That was really neat.
Well, I ride my bike down at the corner. I always see them going in.
Yeah, that's the neatest thing.
And now, did you go on one of the ones, Tim, or 2 of them?
Actually, I haven't had a chance to.
Oh, you haven't gone yet?
No.
Okay.
But I have been assisting with volunteering at these events, making sure everything goes very smooth.
Before they go down.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of setup.
On the 4th of July one, did you stay for the fireworks?
I did.
So you guys watched the fireworks from the river?
Yes.
Oh, that must have been.
It was. It was excellent. The view was absolutely perfect. I didn't realize, that we would be able to see that good. I thought we might be blocked, the view, but no, he had it perfect. Somehow he held the dock right in the perfect area to see everything. And we danced and we sang. And
On the aqueduct thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was
Really?
good. Oh, we had a ball. We brought our
It's probably better-
coolers and
It was probably better to see the fireworks from there than being on the
it
plaza
was.
with 20,000 people or
Exactly.
whatever.
No traffic.
And what about the July 23rd one? What was?
That one wound up, we had to cancel. We did not have
Oh, okay.
enough people going on that
Okay.
one.
Now you're having one this Sunday. Like I say, we're filming this on August 13th, and this is what is this, like a pirate theme or?
Yeah, it's a duck for kids.
Buccaneer. All right, I got it now.
The Buccaneers.
Duccaneer.
Yes.
Buccaneer.
Yeah.
The pirate trip. So, on their trips, I mean, I know they talk about Albany history. Do they, if each one has a different theme, they don't talk about the same thing every time, do they? Because
They will talk about, for us, whatever we would like them to.
Okay.
And that was the best part of working with these guys. They give you carte blanche, whatever you wanted to do.
Okay.
So this particular one is something that they do normally. It's a kids mainly, and they treat them like pirates.
Okay.
And then these other pirates chase them around Albany, and then they
Okay.
wind up going in the
Getting- okay.
water, and I don't know, it sounded like a lot of fun, but
well, I know Bob Wolfgang has been here. We talked to him. They do a great job, and I guess it sounds like they're doing pretty good down there.
they are,
So,
I think.
for the purposes of our show today, this show is going to be on all during the end of August, into September, maybe even into October. So we have upcoming, and anyone watching, and anyone can go on these. You don't have to be
Yes.
affiliated. You don't have to be affiliated with the fire department. So anyone can go
Oh,
on
not
these
at
trips. So the next one upcoming, for purposes of what you're watching now, is we have here. It is going to be September 12th, and it's called Early Fall River Peeping. And I guess the ducks go down, and again, it starts at the firehouse, right?
Yes.
Are you going to be having a pre?
Not
party?
for that one, not for that one.
All right, so, and these trips all start at the firehouse, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and do you know anything about this trip? What can you tell us? I mean,
Oh, about like where it's going, and this one is their regular trip. They are going to go down through Albany, down and
Yeah.
around, and show you the sights of Albany, and then go into the river, and just kind of go up and down the river. It's like a fall,
Well, I think by September 12th, there probably should be some color.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a little color, just like a relaxing afternoon type thing.
Well, it sounds like these trips are fun from what you've been saying. And the price is $25, and how long does it last, like 3 or 4 hours?
This one is an hour and a half. Most of them are an hour and a half if they only include the aqueduct itself.
Okay.
But like the July 4th trip was more like a 3 or 4 hour
Okay.
one because we did the barbecue before time, and that was like $40 a ticket. That was more expensive
Okay.
because there was a barbecue included. So
If people want to sign up, you have to either go to the website for the Albany Aqueducts. I have it here, albanyaqueducts.com. It'll be on the screen here. Or you can call 462-DUCK, which is 462-3825. And I've been told, don't call the fire department. You got to go to the website or call the aqueducts, and you can sign up for these trips. So that's going to be September 12th, and it leaves, let's see, it's going to leave at 3 p.m. from the Albany Shaker Loudonville Fire Department. So, and now the next trip, and as of today, there's 42 seats open. I think they hold 42, right?
Yes.
So no one signed
Yep.
up yet, but again,
Yep.
we're filming this a month and a half ahead, so.
Right.
The next one is going to be, this looks like it's going to be popular because as of today, there's only 13 seats left, but you're going to tell us that you may be getting a second duck for this. This is going to be on Friday, October 29th. Again, leaving from the Shaker Road Loudonville Fire Department. It's going to be, leave at what, 6 o'clock? Is that what it's? Oh, yes,
I think
6 to
it's-
7:30.
Okay.
And then this is going to be like a Halloween theme. So what can you tell us about this one?
Well, we're going to meet with Bob Wolfgang at the end of the month to really plan this
Okay.
one. But what we have in mind is, we don't know definitely
Yeah.
right now because it's still in the planning. But we want to see if we could visit some cemeteries,
Okay.
visit some scary sites.
Well, that'd be good for.
We have our Explorer group, what they are the younger firemen just learning, ages 14 to 18.
They're actually training to be. Why don't you tell us about these guys? These are teenagers.
No problem. Yes, it is teenagers. It's a group that's sponsored by the Boy Scouts of America, and pretty much what we do is that we teach them the basics of firefighting. Okay. Pretty much let their interests grow, and hopefully when they do turn 18, they can
join as a volunteer.
Exactly, become an active member, and actually get state certification and actually have a career in the fire service. Either be volunteer or as paid.
Now, you said they're part of the Boy Scouts, or they're?
It's sponsored by the Boy Scouts. They're not technically Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts or anything. It's just a division, I should say.
So in order to join, you have to be 18, obviously, to join your fire department as a volunteer.
Don't necessarily have to leave the Explorer post at 18. You can actually continue until 21.
How old
do
you have to be to join the Shaker Road as a volunteer?
For our fire department, it's 18.
Oh, okay, so
yes, we do a lot of them at 18, but some prefer to stick around with the Explorer post to assist the Explorer officers. The Explorers do elect their own officers within their age group.
And how many years has that been going on?
That's been going on. Actually, we're celebrating our 35th year this year.
And have many kids gone through that and ended up joining?
Actually, yes.
Oh, really?
Actually, a few of them. Actually, our current chief right now, Dave Leonardo, he started out with the Explorer Post, and he's chief now. And we've actually have several others that have gone to become Albany firefighters.
Jeez.
Yes.
Now, are you guys, well, I'm off the topic a little bit, but are you guys always looking for volunteers?
Always, yes. Volunteers or explorers.
All right. Well, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end because
no problem.
Then we'll talk about other things that go on down at your the firehouse. But as far as the October 29th aqueduct trip, now this is for Halloween theme, and you're going to do some ghost stuff. And it says here you're encouraging people to wear Halloween costumes. Is that correct?
Oh yes, yeah. We're going to have a lot of fun at this one, and we will not be going in the water. We do know that.
Oh, okay. So this one doesn't. Okay.
Doesn't necessarily. It may not include the 2 ducks, but it will definitely include the trolleys. However, I am thinking that we're going to sell out of all their equipment if we can get it for that night, because we also have West Albany members who their explorers come with our explorers, and then when their parents hear about it and the rest of the fire department, we kind of partner up with some of the departments in our area, and we'll send out flyers to them to come and have fun.
Well, like I say, we're filming this on August 13th, and even though this event isn't until October 29th, there's only 13 seats left, so hopefully you'll get the second duck and or the trolleys. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And you think it's sort of the theme is going to be hauntings and ghosts? Okay. And do they have people? Will they be? Because I've never been on it. They tell a story over the intercom, or they announce.
Well,
do you know what they do even?
I'm not sure.
Maybe we shouldn't tell because it'll be us.
Yeah. Well, and that's the good part. We haven't quite planned it yet. But I do know from coming to the library that there's a lot of haunted places down in Albany, and Bob Wolfgang said that they have many places that we could go to. So we just needed to finalize the arrangements.
And again, the ticket is the same. It's $25. You can call 462-DUCK, 462-3825, or go to the AlbanyAqueducts.com website. And this is Friday, October 29th, and it leaves the firehouse at 6 o'clock. All right, so that's for the aqueducts. But why don't we talk about, as long as you're here, you're right down the road from the library, why don't we talk a little bit about the firehouse and some of the other things that go on? And like I say, why don't you tell us about, if people watching maybe want to join to become a volunteer fireman, why don't you tell us, Tim, how they can join, what you need, and sort of what process you would go through in training and everything.
No problem. Basically, all that you have to do is just stop by at the firehouse. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Also, we do drill on the second and fourth Tuesday of every month between the hours of 7 till 9.
At the main firehouse?
At the main firehouse at 550 Albany Shaker, yes. And Also, the first Tuesday of every month we have our monthly meetings, but most times there's always guys around. They're more than willing to give any visitor a application.
Yeah.
Once they fill out the application, pay the fee that goes along with the application. We go through the process of screening them, check on the background, making sure that they are of sound moral character. Then we vote them in. Once they get voted in, they go through our probationary drills. Also, they have to do Firefighter 1, which is a New York State sponsored course. Once they go through that, they are considered a active member. Well, you are considered an active member as soon as you get voted in, but a full-fledged firefighter, such as going interior and in the future driving apparatus and maybe becoming a leader, have a leadership position in the near future. So there's definitely a lot of positions open in the fire department that people can get involved.
And I was looking at your website for a volunteer company. This, I guess, I don't know if there's no stats here for 2009. Maybe you know, but 2008 you had something like 870 calls.
That is correct. And last year we had slightly less. It was 675. But yes, we're one of the busiest in the in the town. Yes.
So like I say, when I drive past that firehouse every day from the library, and it almost looks like I would have thought. I mean, I know it's volunteer, but it looks like there's always people there, and it's.
Oh yes, it's very active. We're I gotta say we're actually one of the most active.
Okay.
And even some departments have told us that we have a very good program, such as the duty crew program. We do have guys that do sleepovers and man the rigs at night. So this way we have a quicker response.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, we do have a daytime staff of paid firefighters.
And what's how many members do you have at the moment, or do you know?
Active duty, we have I would say between 50 or 70. Okay. It's a fairly large membership, and very active, I have to say.
No, I always wondered how does a volunteer fire department work? Or only if there's a call goes in, are only a certain number. Like, do all 70 respond, or do I mean, are a certain number on call, a certain number? How does that work?
Again, that's I consider that as the fun part of being with the volunteer department, because you just never know who you get. But no, we usually we do have a very active group. We do count on a core group of guys that, of course, young guys that will respond pretty much 24/7.
Yeah.
While others. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, because again, we always tell guys, family and work comes first, and then the fire department.
But I mean, technically, if a call goes off, all 70 could show up to go out. Is that? I mean,
it's always a possibility.
Okay, but that doesn't happen. It sounds.
Not fairly often, but again, we always guarantee that we get a rig off the floor and always on standby to serve the community. So
okay. Well, anyway, for people watching, if you want to join the Shaker Road Fire Department, stop by. So let's talk about a couple other things. Now, obviously, as a volunteer department, is most of your money made through sort of fundraisers, like this aqueduct thing is?
I don't think so.
No?
I think that the town.
That's right, yeah.
I do believe.
But I notice here you have, besides this aqueduct, you have pancake breakfast, spaghetti dinners, crafts fairs, karaoke night, a murder mystery. Are these all corned beef dinner? A lot of stuff to do with food, it looks like.
Well, the public has told us before, we used to do limited, pancake breakfasts and smaller events, but now we've built up our banquet facility room, so we have much more going on. We have much more flexibility, and the public just loves us to do things. So they keep asking us, do something.
But these events they are a source of income, though, for you guys.
Yes, yes. But we don't, they're very reasonable. Very reasonably priced.
Like, what would a pancake breakfast cost, as an example? He could
probably about $7 or $8, I think.
I was just going to say.
And these are
around there.
Yes. These events, they're probably all you can eat, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, I was just talking to someone today. I've never been in your place, but he was telling me that this place is pretty huge.
It is.
So you can You can actually rent out the banquet room, and then there's a pavilion over by your station number 2, the smaller station over
Old Niskuna
on
Road.
Old Niskuna Road. You know, probably most people know that, the fields back there. So you can rent your banquet room for any kind of wedding reception or
Yep,
retirement party or whatever.
Yeah, any type of a party. You just call Monday through Friday, those same hours.
Is it
8 to
is there only
4.
one? Is there only one room, or can it be divided up into several?
There is only one room, but some people only want a smaller section of it, so they can put a divider up, like a smaller party. But I think we hold about 160 people in there. There's been some really fancy weddings and all kinds of parties,
so
16 birthday parties and graduation.
And the
baptism.
pavilion people can rent for
Yes.
picnic, softball, and all that?
Yep, those
And,
usually go for like 5 hours.
Yes, and at the pavilion, we do have a playground for the kids to play on, and we do have a horseshoe pit, volleyball court, baseball field. So there's definitely a lot to do besides the pavilion itself. So
Well, it sounds like the firehouse is a community center also.
it is.
Which I think in a lot of communities, the volunteer fire department is. You think of that as more of a small town thing, but Colonies, what do we have, 80,000 people? It still has that small town feel, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Barbara, Jean, and Tim, thanks for coming by. We're going to, I'll just say one more time, if people watching this now, the 2 trips are going to be for the aqueducts. Oh wait, we got one more thing. These aqueduct trips you're telling me have been pretty successful. These are going to be extended into January next year. So why don't you tell us? Do you know anything about what's upcoming, possibly?
We just spoke to President Sickles, and he has given us permission to roll forward with another set of aqueduct
in
themes.
2011. Okay.
Actually, starting after Halloween, so we're going to probably do some things with the lights. You know, downtown.
The Christmas lights,
Yeah, Christmas, and probably some more fall events because they're totally flexible. They'll take us anywhere that they want.
Well, if I was looking on the Albany Aqueduct's website today, and they have all their trips, I think for the next several months, and there's literally
there's tons and
almost
tons
every
of
day
trips.
they have several trips.
Right, you don't necessarily get them just through us. You can get them anywhere.
But if they go through you guys, it'll help support the fire department.
Yep, and they also bring extra business into our town as well. People come and they go to Laney's down the road, or they go to Scoops, the ice cream store, and so it's good for Colonie.
Well, on the trips that you went on, were most of the people from Colonie? Do you know? Did they sign up and just come up that night? And
I really don't know. I know some people from Troy, came.
So they weren't all affiliated with the firehouse?
Oh, no, not at all.
Majority of them are outsiders.
Yeah.
Okay, so they must, well, I think on the Aqueduct website, it says, people can you drive up to the firehouse and leave there. Okay. So that is, I'll just tell people one more time, you can sign up either at the Albany Aqueduct's website, albanyaqueducts.com, or now the number, I wrote it down, 462-DUCK, I always laugh at it, 462-3825, for Sunday, September 12th, leaves at 3 p.m. from the Shaker Road Firehouse. It's called the Early Fall River Leaf Peeping Aqueduct Tour. And then the one that is almost sold out, but apparently they're going to get the second duck and maybe the trolleys between now and when the show is on. Friday, October 29th, again leaving from the Shaker Road Loudonville Fire Department, leaves at 6 o'clock. You can sign up for both of these, by calling the Aqueducts or calling. So, Barbara, Jean, and Tim, thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it, and
you're welcome.
Thank you.
That is all for getting to know you. And we'll see you next time.